Let me adjust my camera. That's so bright with the background. Come on, come on, come on. El Gato, where are you? There you are. ISO, where are you? Oh, that's nice and dark. I like that. No bike riding tomorrow, that's for sure. 2 days of dirty. I need a break. Speaking of that, I haven't even charged the stuff up. I'm not going tomorrow anyway. I need a break. I'm starting to feel little from it today. Yes, there are love taps currently going on. I'm not gonna go crazy on it. Not at all. I'm getting telegrammers going crazy. Josk, the Tip, the Sirik, Bandarabas, the same ones you always hear about. They're hitting areas again. Explosions in Mana, and Mana also reported now. CENTCOM released a statement that they're hitting targets now. As of 5 p.m. Eastern today, U.S. CENTCOM forces began launching more strikes against Iran to continue degrading their ability to attack civilian mariners and commercial ships freely transiting. It's like copy and paste. The commander-in-chief has directed the strikes to hold Iran forces responsible. You know, it's like Groundhog Day again. Love taps, love slaps. What's up, Navy Mom? Yeah, oh God. You know, touching, I don't want to, because I don't want my blood pressure to go up. I feel much better. I'm going to be honest. Riding the bike has opened me up and made, or like something popped out and cleared me out. I feel great again. I cannot explain it. I don't know if it's the fresh air or just the constant exercise where it's like the system starts to flow again. It's weird. And what's up, John? And again, what a game you got coming up. Aren't you excited? The people in the UK? Oh, wait, in England. I forgot, because when you say UK, it is other parts of UK. You got to be careful when you... It's the England team. As I was corrected yesterday properly. I'm going to be... Now, what's up, Will? I hear you. Tell your son I send my love. You taking a break from all? It's the same thing going on right now. It's happening right now. Well, it's been going on since they released a statement of 5. I'm not going to... Like I said, I'm gaming. It's the same old love taps. But maybe everyday love taps weakens their positions around the strait and eventually, voila, it opens. I don't know. It's like I need to go listen to Puff the Magic Dragon or something like that. Okay. But on a serious note, I know people may... It always happens. Can people just have respect that a senator passed away, period? Whether you liked him, disliked him. What about... I don't know. Maybe... I don't know what's happened, but I would always show respect to someone that serves a political office. Even though I may not like them or like them, I sure show respect. And I'm seeing absolutely disgusting podcasts. I am not going to mention them. And it's definitely on the liberal side, just to be honest. But, this, you know, it is disgusting. It's like, really? Really? Stop it. It doesn't help anything. And being that he's gay or not gay or war hawk or whatever, can we at least recognize that the man was a senator and we should mourn the loss of a senator? Just in general, a senator. Despite what you may think, can we just have respect? No? You may say, well, I didn't agree with a lot of what he said, but I send my condolence to his family and those who cared and loved him and those who worked with him, and may he rest in peace. How difficult is that for people to do? All you got to say, I may not have agreed with his policies, whatever, his way of life, whatever it is, that's fine. But at least be respectful. You have to see the disgusting things I'm saying. I'm glad this, like, what? Anyway, it's disgusting. That's the thing, Eugene. When something like that happens and you joke about this or that and then gone. And that's why I tell people, live every day like it's your last, because you never know what tomorrow or later. Hug the people you love. Tell them you love them. I mean, my God. So sudden. Now, I'm not a conspiracy person. Now, when I say that, I question everything. But I'm not one of these people that run down the rabbit holes of conspiracy all the time. That being said, I gotta say, they really, really need to investigate this and the possible Russian connection. Forget about the IRGC nonsense. Because he was pushing on Ukraine again. This is something that the Russians have been known to do. Now, I'm just saying, how was his security in Ukraine? Because I heard he was on a train that was supposedly under Ukraine security. What if one of those security personnel was Russian intelligence or someone working for the Russians and did something? Because he suddenly, 24 hours later, which has happened in the past, by the way, that's 1 day later thing, people suffer from, you know what I'm saying? I'm not a conspiracy person, but it makes you have to wonder if there is a Russian connection here. During his time in Ukraine, comes back, next day, he's no longer with us. And also the other weird things, like on the streets of Iran during the funeral, images of him with the bullseye. I don't want to get into details. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, it's okay to joke, but sometimes you think about it and it's like, man, maybe I shouldn't have like that. I joke about shit all the time. I just, I try to keep it where I'm not disrespecting with my jokes. Unless it's the mouse. Then it's all game. But other than that, I don't because I don't want to disrespect anyone. That's just my way, though. Anyway, they said that he had. How could they say when the autopsy's done and we have the final medical report, then everybody can conclude. But even then, you have to wonder if they did find anything. Just think. If they did find anything, would they tell us? Would they? I mean, are you going to accuse Russia of poisoning and causing the death of a senator? That's taking this shit to a whole new level. So I don't know even if the truth, I'm just, again, I'm not a conspiracy person, but it makes you wonder, doesn't it? I know it's going on right now. Another love tap. I don't pay attention now. I can't. After the last few days, love taps are love taps. I can't pay too much attention to it anymore. Yeah, they're hitting and they're softening it up more and more and more every day. If that's the case, just keep on doing it. Just keep on doing it until you get the control of the straight. That's it. If you're gonna do these strikes daily, and you hit a few, then you hit them again the next day, and then you hit some more the next day in the same areas, well, if that's the case, can we just finish the job and just do it and pummel them like they should have done from day one on the straight and near the straight? No, that's why I'm tired of it. Steve's gonna live stream soon. Good, because that's what I was just gonna say. The love taps are going. There's all kinds of bullshit out there. Alleged unconfirmed image showcasing U.S. airstrike on Syriac. Unconfirmed. So why would I show a photo that's unconfirmed? It almost looks like a freaking nuclear explosion. I'm not saying it is. It's high yield. Unconfirmed. Why not? So I'm not going to spend much time on this. Unconfirmed. But it'll be over soon. And then Iran will hit the same bases. How many times do we got to say this? They're going to go after Bahrain, Kuwait, Qatar. No UAE. The UAE is putting up alerts because it's coming near their proximity and they're not sure it's going to go toward them. And it doesn't. Who's nearby? Qatar? It's heading to Qatar. Or Bahrain. But they still got to alert the people just in case, right? The way they make people make it sound like is they're widening their attacks, they're hitting more targets. They're hitting the same things. That's their response. You know what I mean? But the main thing is, again, the Iranians are trying to cause casualties and harm, not just damage. So thoughts and prayers and Godspeed to all our troops. Because they're under the gun. They're constantly being threatened by Iran. I don't know what kind of personnel they have on these bases. I'm sure it's a skeleton crew, if anything, at the 5th Fleet one. That place has been abandoned for months. Pretty much. It's a skeleton crew. Though there was, and I said this in the past, because there was testimony given to Congress, and I want to hear the same thing when people were talking about Benghazi, about what's coming out, and there's going to be more coming out. Testimony of the people that were there when 6 lost their life. Oh, it's coming. More is going to come out. This is going to go public. And I'm just going to read one. And they testified. But it went under the radar. For most. Nobody even knew what they were saying. And the testimony that they gave to representatives. Those that were injured and were there. So sad. Because it's convenient it's a convenient truth for some. U.S. troops who survived the Iranian drone attack on Port Shuaibah, Kuwait, that killed 6 American soldiers say senior commanders ignored repeated warnings that the base was vulnerable to attack. According to the report, survivors said requests for stronger air defenses, hardened shelters, and improved protection were not acted upon before the strike. Several said they feared no one will be held accountable for the failures that preceded one of the deadliest attacks on U.S. forces during the war. I want this investigated. I've said that. I want this investigated. Period. And you know they're going to find, obviously there will be a scapegoat or two to take the fall. But I want to know more about that. And I've been saying that for months, but nobody's paying attention to it. There needs to be a full-blown investigation on that. And I want to see the witnesses speaking under oath in a public hearing and call them liars. That's what I want to see. It's insane. Ryder, what's going on? Steve is live. Josh, don't think that's because they're running low. They're saving their barrage and their higher, more sophisticated missile supplies for Israel. You think they're gonna waste on these hits in the not the UAE, Qatar and Kuwait? And no, those are just to stir shit up. They're saving the good stuff for Israel. You can bet on that. The other countries are not their true enemy. Israel is. They're holding back. Now, they still may not have that much left, but whatever the most sophisticated, higher up technological missiles they have, those are being saved for last for Israel. I would put money on that. Oh, no, I didn't see that, Will. Thanks. It would be karma by the morning because the markets will be fully open. Yes. You know that's always... It's like everybody knows that wait till the weekend. But that hasn't been the pattern. Not this past week. Why? Were the markets really affected by these little love taps going back and forth? Because this has been going on for days now. Not really. Not really. So, I don't think they have to wait till the weekend to do anything. Could happen anytime now. But don't you think, there's a lot of misinformation. Oh my God. There was a bad thing out today that there was U.S. casualties at a base in Kuwait. And then the United States, an official said that's absolutely not true. So again, how many times did we hear that they were firing and missiles toward our Navy and hitting things? And they lie all the time. You can't run with it. You can't. Like last night, and I actually showed the video with the AA, the anti-aircraft the stuff going up. Then it came out on a source that was an old clip. And then I started to say, wait a minute, is something really going on in Tehran? Or is this just like a psyop cause chaos thing? And I'm not saying it did or didn't. The point is exactly what Navy Mom said. There's a lot of disinformation out there, propaganda. So it's hard. You got to wait till stuff comes out. It's like like I do. I just show stuff as it comes out. And I'm not saying take it worth a pile of shit because salt is out the window. Take it for whatever it's worth. I'm not saying it's confirmed or unconfirmed. It's just coming in so raw and fast. This is what they're saying. Then you leave it up to people to reach their own conclusions and judgment onto what they believe or don't believe, right? Because this stuff is, when it's coming in, it's coming from all different sources. There's AI, there's all this other stuff involved. How do you know? Steve is live, by the way. They expected it as they knew the deal was bullshit rubbish. I mean, really. You gotta see the crazy rhetoric. I don't even want to show you, but I'm going to. It is so disgusting. And I don't know if Tusi was live earlier because I was bike riding and all that, but he probably showed this clip. It is disgusting. I'm sure he showed it because it got my attention. It was disgusting. This sick fucking... Ugh. See, I gotta be careful with the blood pressure. When she said this on TV, I'm not even putting the volume. I would like to congratulate the great nation of Iran, on the passing of Lindsey Graham, the warmongering anti-Iranian American senator. They didn't put the rest. Something about going to hell. They didn't add the rest. They censored the rest. The rest. I hate when they take things out of context, but that just shows you how evil. May he rest in hell, something like that. Don't quote me. They're celebrating over there, and they're trying to take credit for it. That's it. It's game over. You claiming, their press is putting it out there on the TV so everybody could see it. All right. You want everybody to believe it? So guess what? If you're making everybody to believe in your country, we're going to believe it too. Now we're coming in and destroying you. You took out a U.S. senator. It doesn't just have to be the president. Anyone. You took somebody out. You're taking responsibility for it. Your media is saying it. You put it on your state TV. Guess what? It wasn't just my orders for me. Anyone that gets touched, and any American gets touched like this, you're done. That's it. Over. And maybe he needs to say that. I have now adjusted those instructions that if anyone in my administration or in Congress or any official of any kind is targeted and assassinated, you're going to get 1,000 missiles just like you would if it were mine. That's it. Game over. Game over. They want to play their games. They got a hit list. Well, guess what? So do we. Anyone you touch, you're all on that hit list all at once. Got to be tough. They portray, like, even though it's not weakness, they portray it as weakness. They're fools. But the only language they know is the same rhetoric that they spill out there, and the violence, unfortunately, power through strength for real. That's it. Otherwise, they're gonna test you, and they're gonna deem you weak, even though you're not weak, but they will deem you weak. It is sickening. Isn't it sickening? So, it looks like the TikTok got quiet. Telegram got quiet. So it looks like things may have quieted down for now. Because they're not coming in like they just were a few minutes ago. Even though CENTCOM did release, at 5 p.m., they're striking targets in Iran again. So, in one area, they're saying no civilian injuries or damage to residential commercial infrastructure has been reported in the latest U.S. attacks on areas of the province, and that's Hormozgan province. That's the IRIB saying that. And other than that, Telegram's gone absolutely quiet. And like I said, I have heard of no injuries or casualties in Kuwait that were reported earlier. And it was coming from the Iran regime media. Whenever something like that comes out from the Iran regime media, don't bite into it like the media does. How many times have that come out to be true? 0? Now, if they report strikes in here, that's probably true. They're confirming it. But when they say they're hitting this, they caused casualties, they did this, don't believe that. You're feeding right into their propaganda. U.S. pressure on Oman prevented agreement from being reached. That's bullshit. I know you're just stating what they put, Will. There's a perfect example. Allegedly, the Qataris offered them something and they rejected it after going to their hardliner people and they came back and rejected it. It was they who rejected it. Unless something new is going on that I'm not aware of. I'm sure the Pakistanis are involved again, the Qataris, all that. It's just nonsense, the back and forth. I was only thinking that Iran was out of long-range missiles. Oh shit, no, hell no. They're saving that for Israel. Why Israel hasn't been hit. Do you think Iran wants to draw Israel into this and give them a go? Israel is biting at the bit. You got to remember, Iran used Israel as part of the deal negotiations by contacting our administration and the president. Then the president went back to Bibi and said, "Are you effing crazy? Stop." Do you think they're going to think the opposite now? That's in their best interest to draw Israel into this and attack Israel so that Israel has an opening to say, "Oh, they struck us. We must defend ourselves." No. They don't want that. I saw one or two where they see the deal was set by them as a test to see if Trump and Israel stuck to it and that Trump had broken the deal. My God. Who struck who struck on vessels first? Who are we striking oil vessels? Are we the ones? I mean, okay, let me go back a little. This is when you have people that don't have the expertise in writing certain agreements down on paper and really get down to the specifics without it being gray area. This is what happens when you have that happen. But despite that, because there's much more competent people that should be doing this and doing the final details and the specifics than the people that are doing it right now. Iran has the delusion, no, that they control the strait during this period. 100%. Not the United States. They don't recognize the United States path as legitimate. They think they have 100%. They made this phony bullshit organization, the Gulf Authority, to try to make it legitimate, to legitimize it, which is garbage. No one should recognize it. They just came up with that. They're the ones that have been firing on ships. If the Strait of Hormuz is going to be open, can it just be fully open? Like the president and advisors have said, officials? Open the damn strait. What's the problem? Why can't ships just travel through it freely like it was before? Because Iran is refusing to let it go back to where it was before, and Iran is using the strait as leverage. What leverage do they have if ships start traveling, flowing, and just they have no leverage then? They could make money and get sanction relief and all that other stuff, but their leverage is taken away from them. Because now there's free flow. They want to control the flow. That still gives them a little card to play. That this way they could threaten it all over again if they don't like what they don't like. You know what I mean? Well, if anyone thinks it's also historic being to the Ottoman Empire, if you think about that region throughout thousands of years and the clashes between Arabs, Persians, Turks, you name it, Romans, it's all, I mean, you could look at different chapters of history and pinpoint one thing. It's been a wreck for thousands of years. They're like the Russians. They just turn everything around, cry like a baby, nothing to do with me. They keep picking. Yes. They play the victim. So again, see, it's starting to come out, like I was saying, the conspiratorial type stuff. There's a podcast going on right now. Was Lindsey Graham assassinated? I don't even want to read it because this is exactly what I said is going to start. But again, what happened in Ukraine? I'm hearing something about a train ride, and that there could have been Russian intelligence and did something to Lindsey. I'm just telling you what I saw. Of course, it's conspiratorial. I don't know if it's true. But the Russians have done this to other individuals in the past. I mean, he just had a medical check, and it was good. All is good. I mean, like I was talking to my friend, it's true. Anyone can suffer from a mass cardiac arrest. I could right now. It happens. So I'm not saying that it's not related to cardiac disease of some kind, but I don't know, would we have known that if he was having heart issues? A stent? No. I never heard anything about him having heart conditions. You? Really? I know. End of story. Cardiac disease. It's not an end of story until the autopsy makes it the end of story, Nick. When the autopsy comes in, that's when you know. Right now, people can make statements, medical examiners, all that. When the autopsy comes in, if it, a lot of people are going to doubt if the autopsy is real, because those are the times we live in. Because a lot of things can appear as something, doesn't mean that's what it was. Just saying. And the Russians have known to have done this before. And he was a definitely war hawk with Russia and Iran. I'm not saying that's the case at all. I'm just saying it makes one wonder if something else is not going on here. And like I said, it can appear without further testing and, like I said, the autopsy. Right now, yes, looks like definitely a massive cardiac arrest. I want to see what they say when the autopsy is released. Iran has fired on ships in the Strait of Hormuz in the past hour. CENTCOM spokesman says they were shot down. Well, we were just hitting them. If you don't quit smoking those cigs, a stroke or the Widowmaker is right around the corner. If I could quit 3 packs of Marlboros a day. See, that's what I know. I gotta quit. See, this is the thing though. I smoke 4 of these a day. Maybe 5. Depends if I'm drinking apple juice. You might think I'm chain smoking. It's the same cigarette, and I put it out after one drag. See? I have not smoked a whole cigarette in over a decade at one time. Still, it's one too many. I get it. But it's not like cray-cray. Yeah, again, we don't know. Look, like I said, it can happen to anyone, a young person. Look what happened to James Gandolfini of The Sopranos. And I truly believe he wasn't going to the doctor to get diagnosed and checked. And he was reasonably young. Had a massive. Done. Sometimes people don't even know they have underlying medical issues because they don't go to the doctor. Maybe they can't afford to go to the doctor. And it goes undiagnosed. You know what I mean? So it can happen to anyone. Do you know that even young people, actually more younger people are having heart attacks. So, matter of fact, I was on a bicycle when I had my first one 30 years ago. I was on my bicycle and I stopped and I felt the pain right in the middle. I said, "Oh my God!" I was eating a sandwich and drinking a soda. I was sitting down to rest after bike riding. The sandwich didn't stay, neither did the soda, and then the pain. Thank God there was an ambulance right there. It saved my life. It was a blocked artery from eating junk food like all my life. I didn't even know. I'm a young person. And it would have been done, it would have been a result of a blocked artery. Even though I exercised all the time, I was a sports nut. Didn't matter. I worked in fast food as a kid since 10 years old at my dad's place and throughout all my youth. And I was eating that junk all the time. Because even if I went home after working 10, 12 hours, I would take food with me to go home, eat at home, go to sleep, wake up to go to work. So, and that's another thing too. I'm not drinking those energy drinks anymore. Because when I started drinking them again, that's when things started happening too. I'm staying away from those energy drinks. I may be wrong, but thought that the Dome of Rock, Wailing Wall and Church of Holy Sorrow, they are. It is. They're right. It's there. It's all right there. That's like one of the holiest Muslim sites, and it's obviously one of the holiest Christian, Catholic, Jewish sites. Uh-oh. What's going on, John? I'm just letting you know I am live. Do I need to mute?
Yeah, mute me for just a second.
I'm going to unmute now. X is a great resource where I get a lot of the information from certain sites. And Telegram, I get a lot of stuff.
Okay.
So is anybody, I don't know, let me ask the people that are watching. For those in chat, is anybody covering this right now? Is Steve on? Is Agenda Free broadcasting right now? So they'll let me know. But usually, and I think he is on, if you go to on YouTube and go to Agenda Free TV, the host is Steve Lookner. He covers this. He covers this, and he's pretty damn good at it, John.
Okay.
Let me see if he's live. Hold on. So far, Iran. Steve is on there telling me, yes, Noosh U.S. strikes on Iran. He's live right now, dude. He's got 18,000 people watching. I would highly recommend you go watch him right now.
Okay, we'll do.
Call me if you hear anything.
We'll do.
Bye. That's John Burroughs. Mr. Rendlesham. Hold on. There's more stuff coming up, but I'm trying to clear up stuff. Because John was messaging me stuff, but I just took notice of it. So Steve is live. I'm posting to you all from WW3. What's going on, Will? What am I seeing? What am I supposed to see right now? Let me just see what's coming out. I was going to game and relax. Can you believe it? I have that new song I want to play. Initial reports of renewed explosions in Chabahar. Same sites, same places. And by the way, here is the CENTCOM release at shortly after 5. So obviously they have resumed, and I'm sure Iran is going to retaliate. Same tit for tat. Save love the LoveTap syndrome. Bandar Abbas. Oh, let's show you a photo. Bandar Abbas. Minutes ago. I will say this. If you've seen some of these impacts, they look large. They look large. They're not like little LoveTap hits. These are large scale, high yield weapons. I'm not saying they're Moabs, but they're hitting them pretty good. Okay, we just seen that. That's the one thing I hate is the regurgitation of stuff. Let me see if Shin is doing anything. But Steve is live. Go check out Steve. I know Ali was live, I think, a little while ago. They're all there. You know how they all go live. 2 explosions in Markazi province, central Iran. That's what Shin is reporting 24 minutes ago. Yeah, central Iran? Is this related to us, or is this something on the ground? I don't know. Let's see if Iran International. I read that already. Explosions in Keshem Island, as well as Jask and Sirik. We already know that. Bandar Abbas. That's right. It's early in the morning in Iran. I forgot about that. It's like 1:30 in the morning. 1:33 a.m. I think in Iran. Yes. I'll put a link for Steve in chat. Here is Steve's link. He's talking about Brent crude right now. It's at $78. It's gone up a little bit. There's Steve's link. The Asian markets are open. Avaz. Really? Initial reports of explosion in Avaz. That's like at the end of the Persian Gulf, near Iraq. Like not far from Karg Island to the north. And that's it for now. 6 explosions heard in Sirik, Iran. I don't trust any of the. They get a lot of their information from the regime sources, and they run with that propaganda. You know what I mean? Okay, here's an unconfirmed footage circulating allegedly showing aftermath of U.S. strike in Bandar Abbas. I don't know. Somebody had a little drone. I mean, what are they saying? Let me look at the video. Is somebody walking? It looks like they're walking. There's something there. See it? That almost looks like the video from last night. That's another thing. How do you know when these were recorded? Today? Yesterday? A week ago? You know what I mean? That's another thing. The authenticity of it. The time stamp. Very questionable. So I'm not buying any of this. Out of caution. So yeah, there's jet activity over Shiraz. Whose jets? Shin is a great source, by the way. Second explosion in Avaz 2 minutes ago. Now explosion in Avaz. That was probably the first one, then a second one. Jets over Shiraz. Activity over Baghdad, which could coincide if they went over into Iran. We mentioned that. That's old. And this is hours ago. So there you go. But Shin is a great source. Okay, he just put that video out that we just shared from Telegram. Iranian Ministry of Foreign Affairs to the Gulf states. We have been warning for months not to become a playground for them. Our patience run out. Yeah, they said there was a statement earlier by an Iranian official that it's not just the bases. You are working with the Americans, so your whole country is now at risk. They raised the stakes on that. It was something to that effect. We're not just saying that you had bases there, but you're working along with the Americans now. So now you are a target. All of it. Your whole country's a target now. Pretty much that's what they were saying this morning. When I got back home from riding the bike, I was catching up. Something to that effect. But this is the rhetoric they do. Wait a minute. Reports of several blasts in Iran's southern province of Sistan and Baluchistan after U.S. strikes. But listen, go check out Steve. He just started, so he's going to be on for hours and hours. It was filmed from Suru Beach, and it was looking toward the port of Bandar Abbas. So now it looked like he was walking on a beach. That video we saw earlier, video filmed from Suru Beach. What's up, Mark? No, the heat wave is coming tomorrow now here. It was gorgeous bike riding this morning. Oh my God, it got hot now. But it was beautiful riding the bike, I could tell you that. I did 60 miles in 2 days. I'm taking a break tomorrow. It's supposed to be 100 here Tuesday. So you like my new song, Will? Will's the only person that heard it because I sent it to him. Why is an Xbox going on? Interesting. Is there a power issue with Xbox? Do I gotta turn it on manually? Oh, my back. This shouldn't be. What the fuck is going on with Xbox? It's on. Oh, maybe this is blocking it. Still shouldn't be a problem. It's funny because I haven't had an apple juice in 2 weeks. 2 weeks I haven't had apple juice. 90s in Minnesota. Oh, you like it? I was trying to do a pulsating one, but it's just not working, and I don't want to waste thousands of credits trying. Okay, let me see if this thing is working. We got to go to that one. Like I said, Steve is live, everybody. Go check out Steve. I'm going to listen to my new song because I haven't really heard it. He's the only one that heard it. I haven't even really heard it yet. It's called Mortal Footsteps. The lyrics. Title. Which one did you like? The first one or the second one? Iran is getting pounded right now, yeah. Fighter jets over Western Tehran. Alright, let's hear the new song and then we'll keep an eye on what the hell is going on. I'm going to put the song with the lyrics on the screen so you can see what I wrote it about.
Taking those first steps
There's the new one. It's better to be a leader than a follower. And I know a lot of people say coulda, shoulda, what done differently. You just got to keep moving. You just got to keep moving forward. You know. And that was very metaphoric, symbolic when I mentioned it. I had to do it. You know, when you're walking on the shoreline in the sand and you could see your footprints, and then the waves come in and it washes away. I use that as like your footprints of the past. I said I had to write that in there. So yeah, that's the new one. I'm still not sure if that's gonna be the one I'm gonna stick with. The final. All right, hold on. We got a bunch of stuff coming in. Avaz Airport was reportedly targeted, unconfirmed. That's coming from their side. Let's redo Shin. Like I said, Steve is live, guys. Jets over Western Iran, Tehran province. We have to wait for confirmation. So yeah, that's what's going on. So it's something's obviously going on right now. What Iran does in retaliation? Are they retaliating now? I'm hearing all kinds of stuff. But I'm sure this is gonna go on for the next couple hours. That's gonna be my themes. Oh, happy 70th, Navy Mom. Oh, you don't know what happened here today. My mom seen her sister. I seen my aunt for the first time in a very long time, years. My cousin, her daughter, my aunt's daughter, showed up here with her husband. I was in the pool. Just about to go in the pool. I was in it. Just got in. Something touches my foot. I thought it was my mother messing with me. It was my cousin. I was like, holy shit, what are you doing here? I have a surprise for Titi. That's how they say aunt. And I go out to the front and I hug my aunt. There's tears and all kinds of stuff going on. So my mother had just woken up. And my mother puts on these old shirts when she goes to sleep. Comfortable stuff. Her hair is not done. My cousin says, "Oh, Titi, you look like you come out and you have a dirty shirt on. Your hair is not done. This is unacceptable." I said, "Oh, Bill, hold your tongue. Hold your tongue. Don't say anything. Let it go." So I did. She says, "Let me take you inside and do your hair and get you a new blouse to wear." Okay? So I come in. Okay, that's a repeat. I come in the room. I'm sitting with my aunt. I say how beautiful she looks, because she does, for her age. Amazing. And then my cousin says, "Well, that's because I take care of my mom." That's when I lost it. That's when I lost it, because she's trying to insinuate that I don't. I fucking lost it. I left the room through the front door the other side, and all right, I'm out. I'm done. Just leave me alone for the rest of the day. And she's trying to chase me down. I locked this door and I locked that door. I did not speak to her, not a word, till she left with my aunt. Don't you dare insult me in my house or my mother by whatever is in your head. You know? What? What the hell? I turned, by the way, Ghost, TikTok is back. What? Hostage situation unfolding in a smoke shop. SWAT teams respond to a barricaded suspect. What the hell is that? In all places, he's barricaded and has a hostage situation in a smoke shop? Wow. Oh my god, Mark, that's funny. He's got the clock running for retirement. Good for you. What the hell is this now? Now you got my attention. But first, let me see. I'm gonna game right now. I might even do one apple juice. Nothing new. But what is this now? Hostage situation? I'm not seeing anything yet. Are you really? Monsoon time for you? Yep, I'm seeing it here on YouTube. I'm not seeing anything. Moses, what's happening? I don't see anything on any media outlets right now. Now I do. It's on YouTube though. It's the link that you're talking about. I can't play that. That's the only source that I'm seeing is the YouTube. I can go. Wait. Yeah, it is the only one. What's the name of it? I see the smoke shop. Who? What is that? Books? Hooks? Hook? I don't know what the hell that is. I'll put the link in chat if you guys want to see the feed. There's the what? That's what Ghost was mentioning. That's the live feed. Fullerton Smoke Shop. And there's definitely, it looks like an armored vehicle in front of it. Is that SWAT? It looks like it. Let's have a poll. MOU back in effect tonight? Yes or no? I say no. Only because Iran is not going to do it. Because of the Strait. I say no. The United States might want to try to get back to the negotiation table, but I don't think Iran's going to do it. I say no. Honestly, I say no. Not based on what's going on in the last few days. And what month is your birthday, Navy Mom? Is it August? Is it this month? That is crazy that the media is not talking about this. This isn't Arabic, so I don't know what they're trying to show here. So I'm not going to waste my time. And they're both showing it. The hell is this? Oh, wow. Uncle Graham, Uncle Lindsay. Wow. Wow, that's deep just to see that they put that. That's actually pretty cool that they did that. U.S. missiles have just been launched from Kuwait into Iran, to Iran. And that is literally just a few minutes ago. 4 minutes ago? That's probably the video I saw in the Arab one. It is. Well, we'll see. Thank you, Will, for putting that in there. We'll see. So it still seems like something's going on. But again, go check out Steve. I'm gonna play a game for a little while. If any, go watch Steve. Go watch whoever's live. If anything cray cray happens other than the love tap or love slaps responses, please come back and let us know. Because then I'll stop gaming and go back to that. But right now, this has been going on for a few days. It's the familiar targeting places. You know what I mean? It's like a love slap, a love tap. You know what I mean? It has just been the pattern the last week or so. What is this now? August 11th. Wow. My sister's August 8th. Oh, there's people on TikTok doing it, Ghost? Sun is the 1st of August? Wow. That's a good idea. Do it now. What's up, Witch Moon? All right, Will. Go do your thing. Like I said, everybody, go enjoy what you do. Go watch Steve. I'm going to game for a little while and relax. That's my way of relaxing. Put my songs on. Play for a little while. Get my mind off of stuff. I may even jump in the pool quick. So I'm a little hot. All right. So again, Steve, Agenda Free is live. Initial reports of explosions and Mashar. Yet they're saying, yep, Kuwait, missiles fired from Kuwait to Iran again. They're definitely going to target Kuwait heavy, don't you think? Yes, Ghost. I'm not streaming there right now. I mean, I could. I might, since I'm gaming. I don't usually do it for Iran anyway, because I may say something they don't like and ban me for days. It's still coming in on TikTok. This is the Arab channels. Another image of the launchers. It's coming in. I am sure that Steve is covering this. I do not know if, I'm sure Goldie might be live, or Ali, or Armin, Liberty Politics. So go check it out. I just played the new song, yes. Oh, I was going to do TikTok. Let's see if it opens. Sometimes I have problems with TikTok opening. Because it does updates all the time. Here it goes. Let's see. I'll play it again, Witch Moon. Let me just. Oh, God. I don't remember. I don't remember. I don't know if this is going to work. I'm going to have to check that out in a second.
If you own a Samsung Galaxy
Oh my God, that scared the shit out of me. It looks like it's starting to load. All right, it's loaded. Image allegedly showing explosions targeting Avaz Airport. That was the one we saw before. I didn't know it was the airport. It's coming in like crazy. I'm not going to start yet. Until this quiets down a little bit. New explosion in Avaz. Wow, this is gonna be England, Argentina, France. Oh, this is gonna be interesting. The World Cup. Oh boy. Hey, I told the English that they would beat Norway. They were so nervous. They thought they were gonna lose that game. Some of them were saying 4-1, like panic mode, 100% panic mode. They were doing reverse psychology on themselves. Saying that Norway was going to win. All right, timeout. Let me get TikTok. Let me see if I can get this shit started. Go live. We don't want to go live with that screen. We'll go live with this screen. Gaming and my music. And we are up live on TikTok. My microphone's very low. All right, folks. Steve, live. I'm going to play Mortal Footsteps again. For which moon? It's not published yet. I'm not sure this will be published. I wrote the lyrics yesterday.
taking those first steps as an infant child, the beginning of many. I remember my smile, the innocence of youth, free of manipulation, wandering alone ahead, still developing true cognition. What will the path ahead lead to? I wonder. Pressure from peers.
Yeah, that's yeah, Wallace. That has more of a Motown vibe. So is the next one. Then I'm gonna let it play because I really like this one. I really like this one. I loved it on the bike today. Oh, it was great.
Am I ready to sit here all day? What if I lose power? I need to find a way. Gotta prepare myself for worst case scenario. Better head to the store or blast in my stereo. Time to get some supplies. It could be a few days. Grab a push cart, looking for the snack bays. Choosing all my favorites, wiping off the shelves. Find something quick and easy. Gotta look out for myself. I know this sounds crazy, but this is part of my plan.
Damn, I did like almost every race.
Got to have my prepper snacks if a disaster is at hand. Oh yeah, in case of emergency, whatever that may be. Prepper emergency disaster snacks, essential PEDs. Watching out for any threats, preparing to start my stream. Could be days of coverage, all part of my grand scheme. Plenty of munchy supply, no need for me to worry. In any case, I'm ready, can happen all in a flurry. There are other dire situations, not just a severe condition. Could simply be a party night, result of impaired cognition. Too much smoking and drinking, gotta hit my stash. Plenty to go around. Everyone come hang out. We all will get down. I know this sounds crazy, but this is part of my plan. Got to have my prepper snacks if a disaster is at hand. In case of emergency, whatever that may be. Prepper emergency disaster snacks, essential
PEDs.
I wanna make.
I like this one too.
I wanna make. Watching the sunrise, another beautiful day. Wondering what to do, what could happen today. Alerts appear on my phone, storms are rolling in. Better run to the store before they start to begin. Would be great if I can share. Tired of being alone. How did I end up this way? I let out a moan. Maybe today will be different. Magical moment of destiny. Easier said than done. Simply not.
Banderabas.
Times of power outage.
Full-blown strike.
Literally watching the sands of time. Is it all a conspiracy? Will I find happiness?
That's funny, which
Still
one?
have my doubts. Keeping hope alive before it's lights out. It can happen if you try. Never give up on love. One day it just happens like a sign from above. Knowing at first sight.
I got away with it.
Our search felt within. Wondering
If this doesn't make you move, you got problems. We have to check. There's all kinds of stuff coming in. It's in Arabic. I don't know what to make of it. Explosions in Omedaya, Iran. 2 explosions. That's it. Let me check Shin. The last one he said was Avaz. Navy Mom, have a great one. Be well, be blessed. If you hear anything, Navy Mom, please let us know. Please. And tell your son we send our love. Let me go check on Mom.
Darkness surrounds us, even in the light. Despite bleak times, we continue to fight. Promises not kept, trust misguided. Empty words fill our minds, a future pre-decided. The fight continues on. Light will always shine through. We suffer yet flourish in a peace renewed. We set the course to our own destiny. In the darkest hour, we rise against the enemy. Light outshines the darkness, even when others turn around. Never giving up hope, even while weeping on the ground. We will rise one day, no matter how high the slope. As long as you fight the darkness, there is always a glimmer of hope. For many years we struggled, promises made and not kept. Many days and nights, most of us rarely slept. An awakening occurs, we are truly on our own. Standing on a hillside, this is our beautiful home. Maybe dark at present, as it has been for generations. Change will eventually happen. Free from other nations, we will set our destiny. For the future of our children, we light the beacon of hope. For all freedom-seeking civilians.
Nothing new.
Light outshines the darkness, even when
I'm keeping an eye.
turn around. Never giving up hope, even while weeping on the ground. We will rise one day.
Let me know in chat.
How high the
YouTube.
slope.
Let me
As
know.
long as you fight the darkness, there is always a glimmer of hope.
I'm just letting it play. Not bad for the truck.
Looking at the horizon, a long journey.
I should play like a serious game right now. Not this. is.
The price of mortality, some may dread. Through hills and valleys,
I'll just get to this last one.
slippery roads, hazardous conditions, carrying a heavy load. Looking back in hindsight,
Coulda, shoulda, woulda.
leave it in the past. Focus on the future. Take responsibility. Steady on the wheel. Keep your mind.
That looks like here with the bike trails.
Keep on moving. Don't ease on the pedal. Never giving up. No time to settle. It's never too late. No message in a bottle. Stay in the fast lane. Always full throttle. Keep on moving. Don't ease on the pedal. Never giving up. No time to settle. It's never too late. No message in a bottle. Stay in the fast lane. Always full throttle.
Trouble.
Hitting rock bottom, so hard to see above.
Is it on your playlist? Which one?
Seek peace and love. Look deep into your soul. Power of mind, body, and spirit. Testament of will. Fight on and don't fear it.
Wow.
Every day shines brighter. A new world to explore. The sky's the limit. Opening new doors. Live life to the fullest, as if it's your final day. The road lies ahead. It's time to
What's up, Motown?
keep on moving.
Still really nothing new.
Never giving up, no time to settle. It's never too late.
Big boom. Hold on.
Bottle, stay
Big boom in Desful. Big. What is this? Oh, that was the launches from Kuwait. Big boom in Desful. That's what it's saying.
in the fast lane, always full throttle.
Oh shit. Hold on. See, it's gonna draw my attention. What is this? Note that Kandab is in close proximity to Iran's heavy water nuclear facility at Iraq. Air defenses reportedly active over Kermanshah, Western Iran. There's no audio. It's a very brief clip. So I'm keeping an eye on this. Where am I? think I got most of the races. Full-blown attacks.
Dependency of technology, despite the consequence, launches continue to deploy.
Those are all Arab feeds.
Vulnerable to our sun. Coronal mass
This might be getting more serious, like a lot of stuff for the last couple hours,
without protection.
actually. Which means I'm gonna have to stop TikTok because I'm not gonna talk about this stuff on TikTok. Explosions in Bebahan. We're gonna have to stop TikTok. I don't, because they might block me for content. So if anybody's watching on TikTok, we're on TubeView. All right, TikTok is done. I think this needs more attention right now. Because it's still coming in. And these are different locations. There it is, 1 minute ago. Bebahan. Oh shit. They took somebody out. Oman Agili, head of the province's Special Ops Communication Unit, eliminated in Avaz Airport. Holy shit, they took somebody out. That sounds like a pretty important person. We already saw this short video. So you see that on the screen. Let me see if I can find who this person is. I don't know if I will. It is. It's on X. Oh, that shin. It's already up. It looks like this is some person that's an artist too. Head of the province's Special Ops. Maybe I should look at that. I don't know what this is because it's in Arabic. AFTV says, away from coast, they are hitting hundreds of miles from coast. I saw that Central Iran too, Josh. I saw that. What's up, Mike? I did see that. They were targeting in Central. I don't know about Tehran. Because that's more to the north. But I am seeing that. They're hitting targets in the west, central. Nothing new there. Special Ops Communication Unit. I'm sure they're going to be talking about that soon once it's confirmed on the media outlet for the regime. Alexa, what's the temperature right now?
It's 85 degrees right now, with a high of 89 and low of 64 today.
What's the weather for tomorrow?
Tomorrow's looking pretty nice. Expect plenty of sunshine with a high of 88 and low of 68.
Not bad. Gabaku. What are you doing? Huh? Shin is really good. The Iranian Air Force base in Desful was attacked. So they hit their Air Force base in Desful. That just came out. I wonder what flight radar looks like right about now. I don't know if that's a tanker. That looks too small. Holy shit. It's quite a bit here. This one might be coming back to Tel Aviv. Let me see the altitude. It's holding steady. It almost looks like it's heading back to Tel Aviv, Ben Gurion. But there's a lot of activity. And just a reminder, this is Shin on X. Same thing. No updates. And Steve is live, by the way. Agenda Free is live. Which is what I might do. Because it looks like there could be a lull. Remember, CENTCOM released 2 hours ago that they were doing strikes. Conducting strikes again. It seems to have come down somewhat. Even though there are still strikes being reported. But by whom? Is it us? It might be ice cream time. Not TikTok. Telegram got quiet. So did Shin. I'm gonna check another one. Tux is saying 11 minutes ago, a U.S. official tells Axios that around 20 commercial vessels have transited the Strait of Hormuz in coordination with the U.S. military over the past 24 hours, with several more transiting independently. Seems like there's a wildfire near Paris. What? What image? Wow, 15 people have passed away in Bangladesh following days of monsoon rain. within the past hour, and that was an hour ago, IRGC forces fired on commercial shipping in the Strait of Hormuz. U.S. aircraft have shot down an Iranian cruise missile and one-way attack drone. That's the latest on FATUX. Steve, he's not saying much because there really isn't. It looks like there's a lull right now. But now you got to see what the Iranians do. Which it's coming because it's, what is it? 7, oh my God, 2:33 a.m. I think in Iran. It's like 2:33. What's up, Thomas? I think 2:33 a.m. Initial reports of explosions in Suzangurd, Kazakhstan province, southwest Iran. This is an interesting thing, though. They took out some kind of the head of the province's special ops communication unit. This guy. Just saying. Head of the communications? Special ops communication unit? Many towns in Kazakhstan are being struck. This is what the other side is saying. Many towns. And on the map, that would be this. Oh shit. What is that? Right to the north in Iran, near the border of Iraq, right at the end of the Persian Gulf, not far from Karg Island, which is like right here somewhere. So they're hitting this area right now. Many, it said. It says many towns in, and now they're putting the towns. 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. One of them is Desful. And allegedly they were hitting an Iranian Air Force base. So they're doing multiple strikes in this area. Which is good. Why? Because they're doing the whole area covering around the Persian Gulf, Strait of Hormuz, Gulf of Oman. That's new. 6 explosions reported at the Khorramshahr port. So now they're hitting a port. Wow, that's freaking inland. Right where they're doing the targeting. Check it out. That's the end of the Persian Gulf, or the beginning of the Persian Gulf. There's Kuwait City. They're hitting the port right in here. Where is the port? So they are hitting this area big time right now. That was Mark. Other than that, it's not like other than that, but there are still stuff going on, but not on Shin. I'm just waiting because I think it's in this area, but the other places that were getting hit earlier looks like that might have ceased. Looks like they're focused on this area right now. All right, this is what the other representative that does media for the other side. It's a bit annoying to cover every specific city. It's a bit annoying to cover every specific city being targeted, being struck. Right now, basically, most cities in Kazakhstan are being targeted. Outskirts, not city centers. And before that, the southern coast of Iran. What's noteworthy is that American strikes on Iran in recent days and weeks have all been all over the place, and very inaccurate. That's not true. They've clearly ran out of their real target bank. Most of the areas being hit now are empty or mostly irrelevant. At most, they are targeting places they suspect of having some kind of activity, but they're not acting on updated intel anymore. These strikes are pray and spray. Okay, that's what you say. And now the other one is sharing the same post. So they're trying to downplay what's going on in this area. Usually, when that happens, they're really worried about something. It's the opposite. Oh shit. 51 seconds ago. Fake Tux. A U.S. official says to expect a bigger wave of American strikes against Iranian military targets Sunday night than those carried out earlier in the day. New York Times. Take it for what it is. Barack Ravid says the CENTCOM has escorted ships through the strait. A cruise missile and also a drone was shot down. I saw that earlier, Josh. Not that specific, but I heard about that. Well, that's my neighbors next door. I heard voices. Oh, stop it. Arabic. No idea. Is Steve reporting? Is anybody paying attention to Steve? Is he indicating any of this? Is he mentioning it? Nothing new on Shin. Let me check Fei Tux. Uh-uh. Oh my god. People are disgusting. I mean, really. I will never share that. He is reporting the location of the strikes too. There are more strikes going on. It's coming in. 11 seconds ago, Andameshk was struck by projectiles at 2 a.m. local time. Kyrgyzstan province. That's where everything's happening right now. This was a few minutes ago. Alexa, what time is it in Iran?
It's 2:43 a.m. in Iran right now.
So like 45 minutes ago? Iraq, what? Oh. Iraq reactor was already destroyed in 2 previous wars. Okay, so we'll do it for a third time. How's that? Your heavy water reactor. Symbolism strikes. That's what they're saying. The other side. That these are symbolic in nature. That there's nothing there. Just like your symbolic strikes hitting the same places in the Arab countries. Really? Those aren't symbolic? What? Check Naya on Telegram, but he updates. I do have him, but it's in freaking Arabic. He's one of the people I follow. Does he have an English Telegram? Because all I see is Arabic. This is the Naya I have. And it's all in Arabic. And then there's Ali BK3. What the hell is that? Oh, these were the launches from Kuwait, I believe, earlier. What was I going to get? Oh. Where are they? Did somebody take them? Oh no. Not for nothing. I'm feeling a little tired up from bike riding the last 2 days too. That was 60 miles of bike riding. Even with the assistance of electric, still 60 miles of pedaling. It's not like I have a throttle, I never use it because it exhausts the battery really fast. Plus, that's cheating. I'm not getting a workout. I'm getting it. That's interesting. I heard that already. I talked about that one already. I'm refreshing all of them, all on all the monitors. And no way I'm going bike riding tomorrow. Nothing new now. Thank you, Kevin. I'm just like literally watching in real time. There's probably another one coming in. Comes on the phone first. There it is. Arab. Video from Naya. That's a big fire, whatever it is. Big fire. That's a big fire. There's been a few waves of those, Kevin. At least that's what's been reported. I can't confirm it to be true. Kazakhstan is getting hit hard in western Iran tonight with at least 8 different locations hit. That place I showed you on the map, they're hitting them hard. I shared that one too about the... I'll just put it here anyway. I'm going to keep Fate Tux up on that screen anyway. Nothing new. Waiting for TikTok. Telegram. All right, I'm going to follow it. Al Arabiya? Al Arabiya has been busted in the past for putting out bullshit. I'll follow it. I mean, this so far is everything I've heard on other sites. So far, I mean, I gotta say, that's consistent with other outlets are reporting. So right now, I have to say everything that's I read has been reported on other outlets. If that's, any indication on the reliability, credibility, you know what I'm saying? Same thing. All right. I'll give this a little while more. Then I'm going to go watch Steve and chill. I'm tired. I was up really early this morning. like sunrise, to go bike riding very early this morning. I mean, I was riding at 8:30 in the morning. Feel a little tired. What's this? And you know, Enforcer will be on again live tonight. Steve is on now. Wow, that's a serious glow in this guy. Just saying. Let me check that out again. Oh, okay. The glow is a light. The fire's on the right. Still looks pretty big, huh? Looks like. Yeah, I don't subscribe. I follow. Yeah, I don't subscribe. I mean, there are a lot of other great places. Because they pretty much all share the same media mostly when it comes out. It's just like who's gonna get it first, whether it's on Telegram. You know what I mean? Yeah, me too. I'm about to lay back too, bro. It's been a long day for me. Even I'm human. I get tired. You know what I mean? I'm feeling pretty tired right now. Plus, whatever's happening, Kyrgyzstan is being hit hard. The other side is even saying it. Kormshar and Babahan were targeted too. Kyrgyzstan is being hit hard. So even they're admitting it. Now, before we all leave, or before I leave, what is the Iranian response? Is it the typical response? Kuwait, Qatar, Bahrain, Jordan. Gotta add Jordan in the equation now. Is that what they're gonna do? UAE puts up the alerts because they have to, because it's coming toward their direction, kind of deal. So they have to do that. Because it looks like they're getting hit hard tonight. What is that? Exactly, Bean. Exactly. Exactly. But what before I just want to. Is this pro? Let me look at the. I could just. Is that the same person? Let me see what this. Oh God! Look at the picture they have. Jesus Christ! That dude needs to go right away. This guy. Every time I see him, I just want to hit the TV with my fist. I don't like this. A night ablaze with the fires of surprises. Oh boy, what is this stat? What are they trying to say with that? That's what I was saying earlier. I saw this earlier. Oh, they're talking a lot of shit. Right? That is a lot of shit. This is 2 hours ago. Oh shit. I think they might really go target these countries now. Like light them on fire. Not just the bases they hit 1,000 times. They might go for civilian targets. If they do that, oh my god. Look. That's a big threat. I say light their night on fire. Protect the innocents, but this guy's off the scale. Most of that is Arab. Who the hell is this that we... This is Al Arabiya, right? Power outages all across Awas. They hit infrastructure. They hit infrastructure. Cause that's the same post. It's getting hit hard. We already seen that video of the fire. Tonight's attacks are definitely going to hurt. America is attacking key oil production areas in Iran tonight. Kazakhstan appears to be one of the main focuses of tonight's U.S. raids. Reports are coming in from several parts of the province, not only the coast. We've heard that. Kazakhstan is also the heart of Iran's oil industry, home to many of its largest oil fields and a major share of national oil production. Holy shit. You're right, Jim. Yeah, but you got to remember, too. Think about how they use human shields, civilians. You know, unfortunately, a lot of the casualties that happen are a result of them using people as human shields. You know what I mean? I agree. I agree with Bean. I agree with Bean. I hate to say that too, but just do it, get it over with, and move on and be done with it. End this now. I instead of dragging it out, because the longer it drags out, like you said, right now, remember, before this even started, the people went on the streets to protest in Iran because of the economy. You know, they were suffering. It wasn't just about their freedoms. Can you imagine the suffering that's going on in Iran right now? The people, water, food, supplies, basic supplies, medical supplies, medical care. Unbelievable. It's got to be like horrific. So, the longer this plays out, the more harm it does to the Iranian people. Like Bean says, if you end it fast and quick, it may cause, I hate it, 2C's live in 30 minutes. I'm definitely getting off soon. Yes, the numbers are going to be higher, casualties, all that, but it's just get it done. Just get it done. You can't. Exactly. Exactly. I agree with Bean. And war is, it's a horrible thing. People suffer. I mean, if you think about it, it's coming in like crazy. Think of what happened. I'll just put two places, even though it happened throughout mostly Europe, France. But look what the UK went through. The German attacks. Same video. An electrical substation they're exaggerated. That's what they're saying. Was damaged, resulting in a limited power outage. No refineries or power plants have been attacked. Think what the Germans, toward the end of the war, how they were getting bombarded. People. You could say that about the whole area. Europe, even Russia. How many innocent people? Just think of that. It's millions. That's unfathomable numbers for anyone to comprehend in modern times, like today. Could you imagine we're getting a war where millions of people lose their lives today? Can you imagine the reaction? I mean, we're talking about no boots on the ground, limited casualties, and it doesn't even compare. Do you know what it's like? If God forbid we lost 100, people would be going absolutely batshit crazy. Think how many people sacrificed for this country for World War II alone. And the politics of today, forget it. They be demonizing that. How could you let this happen? Public pressure. Think about how times have changed. The horror of war. Russia and Ukraine. It's sad. It really is. Sometimes I have nightmares. Not often. But I'm outside, like riding my bike or whatever. And I see bombs falling. Like, I can hear them. It's like, this is no good. I'm doing too much of this Iran thing. Because it's just starting to affect me mentally. It's like I'm having dreams of... Because it's always, when you walk out your door, we are blessed. Generally, we're blessed. We always have insane people out there. But it's not like we have to worry about getting bombed or terrorist activity happening. Like, it could happen. I'm not saying that can't happen. But the more rural you are, the more unlikely that is to occur, even though it still occurs. But it's usually the urban areas, the big urban areas are targeted because they want to do as much harm as they possibly can. But, when I go outside and I'm standing in my front yard and it's so beautiful out, like right now, the sun is setting, it's so peaceful, it's beautiful. It's a blessing. We are blessed. Exactly. I can't imagine what it would be like living in a war zone. Yeah, it's true. Just think of who just put that. Jim? Something about the next war? Was it Bean? Dude. If they started to just say use tactical nukes alone, in a World War III scenario. God forbid they use more than that. That is God forbid. We think the World War II numbers might be crazy? Oh my God. Oh my God. I don't even want to think about it. For real, Mom. Like, when I was riding my bike today, I don't have fears of anything happening. I'm not looking behind my back or... Now, don't get me wrong. I always have my peripheral going on and I pay attention to my surroundings. But it's not like I think something's going to pop off. Now, if I lived in New York City, I'd be much more guarded. I'm just riding my bike, the beautiful fresh country air in the shade, the music going on in the ears, and I'm just riding and enjoying the whole environment, everything. Peace of mind. Those people don't live with any peace of mind. They may never have peace of mind all their lives. Think of that. The struggles we have throughout our lifetime, the good, the bad, the ugly, whatever it is. And we have anxiety, stresses. We get pressure from peers, haters, whatever it is. But we're built to deal with those type of things. I think most of us are. But imagine living like that every day. With the constant threat. Right? The sounds of the drones. I know we're paying attention. Jeb Bush brought that to attention, and they already knew about it because I've been hearing about the drones in Cuba, Iranian drones. So they are aware of that. Bean, you know that. So Tusi's gonna be live soon. Steve is already live. Let me see what the hell's going on. Oh, they're repeating the same thing. Renewed explosions in Mashhad. Mashhad? Right now. Literally, right now. Renewed explosions in Mashhad. Or Mashhad. It's still ongoing. I say thank you every day because I know I feel so deeply. But you know what? I would say we're blessed. I don't know about lucky. We're blessed because of all those who sacrificed before us and are still doing their duties. You know what I mean? Can't let our guard down. I mean, look at the threats going on right now to our president, members in administration, even the ambassador for the UN, Uncle Lindsay, may he rest in peace. Meanwhile, the psychopaths, they're glorifying it and celebrating it in Iran. I showed the video earlier, and it's not even showing the whole thing. May he rest in hell part was not added to this.
عرض کنم به درک واصل شدن لیندسی گراهام، سناتور جنگ طلب و ضد ایرانی آمریکا رو به ملت بزرگ ایران شاد باش عرض میکنم. با ادامه برنامه ها از شبکه خبر همراه باشید. عرض کنم به درک واصل.
What they edited out of there is, and may he rest in hell, something like that. That alone makes me want to destroy them. That alone. Now, this is where I used to think things used to be. I hear you. Bean, I'm with you. Remember during the 12 day, I think it was, where they're doing the report and something hits the station and she gets up and she runs to the side? Remember that one? These people are sick. That's right. Why is there fireworks still going on? I hope we freaking hit them super hard. And I would say do it for Lindsay. Symbolically. Do it for Lindsay. Put it this way. If I was over there, we're going to hit him tonight really hard. And don't forget our Senator Lindsey Graham. Have him in your heart and in your minds. And tell him, this is for you, Mr. Graham, Senator Graham. And again, I don't care if you like him, dislike him, that's all fine. But as an American citizen, and what that disgusting thing that I've just seen, Americans should be united by any country, any enemy saying anything like that about any one of us in our country. That's when Americans need to unite. Because it's one thing to argue amongst each other and ourselves here. That's our business. But when other fuckers do shit like that toward us, well, guess what? That's when we say, what? Who are you? We're all uniting against you now. How you like that? I would love to see that. Same goes with the death chants and threats during the funeral of the Ayatollah Mouse. And I don't know if they showed it in the media because I wasn't paying attention. Every American, I don't care if you like, dislike, this is the president, this is our country. It's an attack on all of us. All of us. All of us. And it used to be that way. There was a time when that used to be. I seen it myself for 9/11 in New York City at the time. I witnessed it. I couldn't believe it. In such a horrible state of what just happened, I was so proud of being a New Yorker, how I seen everyone come together. Everyone. To help, if we could. Everybody was on the same page. Oh my God. And I think the country was too, because it just wasn't New York. It was the Pentagon, Pennsylvania. I would love to see the country unite like that. And especially, I would love to see more people like I do when I see them on the street. Thank you for your service. You know how that makes them feel? Appreciated. It doesn't hurt to say that when you see a military person, male, female. It's not like you're starting a conversation. I just wanted to say thank you for your service and God bless you and your family. How hard is that? How difficult is that? I also do it to police officers and first responders, firemen, EMT, all that. Remember the saying, you did your good deed for the day? Remember that? Does that exist today? I could say I did my good deed of the day. Remember that? Some of us still abide by that. I would hope. Isn't that a good deed of a day by saying something like that to somebody? Making someone else's day more positive. You know what I'm saying? These are the things that I think this generation, they've lost that. Remember, a lot of us are older. I'll speak for myself. We come from when mom was home looking after the kids, dinner tables set every night, moral values and principles, rules. There was no internet. There were no phones. There were no tablets. Yes, there was video games in the early days. The beginning. But it was totally different. That's missing today. And with that goes, a lot of dysfunctional interaction socially, social behavior. It's almost like people don't know how to get along with other people because they don't spend enough time with other people. Does that make sense? How do you become, how would they engage socially if you don't know how to engage socially because you don't engage with people at all? It'd be pretty scary, right? To have to deal with people when you've never dealt with people like that before. How do you deal with that? You think it just comes like that? This starts from childhood, developing friendships and relationships and going through peer pressure and everything else. But we had friends, many friends. And we used to go out and play together. Do a lot of kids play together now? Or are they inside playing on their phones, video games, on the net? It's totally different. Totally. Exactly. That's what I'm saying, Thomas. Exactly what you just put in chat. That's exactly what I'm saying. And then people want to blame on this, blame on that, blame on this. Well, I think if we look carefully, we can see the reasons of what their true blame is. And it's not necessarily a blame. It's a cause. It's all from a cause. Because a lot of people have to work 2 jobs. They don't have time to be together and have that family, even though many make the effort to do that, but it's really hard. It's like no one's minding the store. That's right. Think about, and that's another thing. And I don't think people realize it. When a first responder or anyone, even a person who saves other lives and unfortunately they lose their own, true heroes, they're thinking about others before their own. My friend who died in the tower, Dom, Mimo, he went in to try to help people and it collapsed on him. He went in trying to help others, risking his own life to save others. That's a hero. Unselfishly committed to doing their duty. Sacrificing. I'll never forget when I saw that clip, I don't know, it must be a year now at least, with the Aussie, with the father and son shooting at that gathering on the beach, and how that man jumped out of his vehicle and tackled the fuck. That's a hero. That man saved lives. Thank God it worked out for him. You know, he didn't get injured or anything, but that, thank God for that. There are others that do that all the time, and they sacrifice themselves to save others. Those are the people, and all of them out there that sacrifice every day take that risk. Yeah, it's a job. It's also a duty to protect and serve. And I think we take that for granted. Greater love has no man than to give his own life for another. That is perfect. So I pray for everyone, even those who wish me harm. I pray for everyone. That's all I can do. I answer. That's who I answer to. That's who I answer to. When judgment occurs, and I am judged by all the mistakes of my life, but also all the good things, and you weigh them out. I think the scale weighs higher about doing positive. That's the way I look at it. And the power of faith, prayer, some people don't, Then it's the positive aura. Being around people that have that positive aura around them, that emit positive energy, not negative. Who the hell wants to be drawn by negative? Right? For those who may not be religious, but they're still putting out a positive vibe, positive energy, wishing well on people. You know what I mean? So hopefully that outweighs the evil and the negative out there. And that's all we can do. All we can do is be responsible for ourselves and take responsibility for whatever. That's all you can do. So with that, I'm going to say goodnight to all of you, because I'm going to rest now because I'm very tired. Tusi should be live like any minute. Let me check. Tusi TV. Oh my God, he's live in 3 minutes. All right. Iran Army Fleet Headquarters. Oh, I want to see Tusi. Anyway, love to all of you. Tammy, I see you just came in. Have a great night. All of you. Bean, Mom, Jim, Tom, Witch Moon. I don't know who else is in here. Whoever is still watching. Yeah, you guys are amazing people. Yep, that's right. All of you make incredible points. Blessings to all of you and your families, and be safe, and pray. If you're here in the States, pray for our president, pray for our troops, pray for their families, pray for everyone out there. Like I always say, be well, be blessed, be safe. If anything cray happens later on tonight, I'll be back.